Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another super in-depth and super honest review on the brand new Youth to the People Cleanse and Hydrate gift set, which is one of the options for the free birthday gift from Sephora this year. I'll be starting off with an unboxing, then going over the pros and cons of each product, and which one I would overall recommend to you, and then ranking them as well. So if you're interested in that, then please keep on watching. One of the best things about being born early in the year, like in my case, I'm born February 11th, is that I get to be one of the first people to choose my new Sephora birthday gift for the year. So I did a video like this as well last year. Last year I chose the Dior little mini perfume gift set for my Sephora birthday set last year. So I just want to go over the options for this year, just for those of you that aren't aware yet and maybe want a quick little rundown of the options, and also just for anyone who's like me, who is a very diaristic person and they just sort of like to have a little catalog every single year of what the gifts were. It's just nice to look back on and compare, you know? So without further ado, let's get into the options for the Sephora birthday gifts of 2024. So every single year, Sephora comes out with usually one makeup gift option, one skincare gift option, one hair gift option, and then one VIB and Rouge member exclusive option. So I'm just gonna go over those now. So for the makeup gift set this year, it's a little lip and brow set from Kosas. I think that's how you say that. This one looked pretty promising. I've actually never tried anything from this brand yet. I really want to try their concealer. If you've tried it, then let me know down below. But the reason I voted against this one personally this year is because I have a lot of brow gels already, and honestly my brow hairs are so silky and straight that brow gels don't really do anything to them or hold them down in any way, so I kind of just disregard brow gels. And then the lip color is really beautiful, but I tend to have a lot of lip products as well. So that's kind of why I went with a different choice this year. For the hair option this year, it is a Moroccan oil gift set. It comes with, I think, a shampoo, conditioner, mask, oil, all this kind of stuff. It looks pretty promising, but honestly, I found through trying the Gizu products and the Way products last year, I just kind of am over buying luxury, like Sephora priced hair products. I honestly find they're really no different than like Pantene or Garnier or stuff. That's just my opinion. Like obviously they are higher quality, but not enough where I think it's worth getting them and paying that price. So I usually swear off the hair option typically. And next we have the skincare option this year, which is of course the little Youth to the People one, which I ended up choosing. Yeah, it's just, I've always wanted to try Youth to the People. I've heard so many good things about it. It just looks really fresh and really promising. It's just calling my skin to it, like, eat me up. It just looks, you know, so healthy and so good. So yes, this one comes with a sleep mask, a cleanser, and a moisturizer, which we'll get into more of this in a bit. And lastly, I believe this one is the VIB and Rouge exclusive choice, is a Charlotte Tilbury set that comes with a setting spray, a lipstick, and a moisturizer packet, I believe. I've always wanted to try Charlotte Tilbury products. I feel like I've said that about like every single one of these. Sorry guys. I kind of haven't really shopped at Sephora that much in the past couple years because it is so incredibly expensive. I've kind of been experimenting more with like K-beauty and J-beauty and just Asian beauty products in general because they tend to do the same thing and are a lot cheaper in a lot of ways. But yes, of course I still always am gonna love Sephora. Yeah, I've just kind of been taking a break these past couple years. So unfortunately I did not make it to VIB status this year. For most of my 20s, I was a VIB in the sense that I was constantly meeting that threshold. That's how much I shopped at Sephora for so much of the past 10 years. But this year and last year, yeah, I just really didn't shop at Sephora that much. So I lost my VIB status, so I was not able to get the Charlotte Tilbury gift, unfortunately. However, it was a blessing in disguise because honestly, I love this and we're going to get into why now. So now we're going to go ahead and start with an unboxing. I'm going to show you close-up shots of how it came packaged. Alright, so we're going to get into the specs and claims of this product. I'm just going to read you all of them on the back of the box. So at the top of the box just says, happy birthday, and it says it is vegan and pro-grade skincare for all. And then I'm just going to read you the back now. It just says, pour Superfood Cleanser into wet hands and rub together to create a light lather. Massage into face and neck for at least 30 seconds. Rinse thoroughly and pat dry. Next, apply Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream to the face. Use morning and night. At night, apply an even layer of Dream Mask to the face and neck before bed. In case of contact with eyes, rinse thoroughly. For external use only. Alrighty guys, so I've been using all 3 of these products for the past a little under a month or so. My birthday is February 11th and I went to get it around, I'm pretty sure exactly that day, if not maybe a week or so before. So yeah, it's been about a month or so I figured it'd be the perfect time to finally shoot a review for you guys. Alright, so let's start off first with the Superfood Cleanser. So I find the entire branding of this set is very much giving like groceries or just kind of like fitness influencer, or just like those super healthy vegan fit girls that are always eating kale and spinach, except they apply that to your skin. Right? So you feed yourself superfoods, spinach and kale, but we never think to use those things on our exterior, like on our skin and on our face. So I just figured that was a really interesting little marketing angle they took there. Yeah, it definitely gives a very health conscious and natural overall vibe to it, which I always like. I'm a very naturalistic person. Personally, I just don't really like taking any kinds of chemicals or drugs or doing any kinds of plastic surgery or treatments personally. So anything that has like a very all-natural feel to it is usually really attractive to me. So yeah, as for the pros of this product, first of all, it smells amazing. That could be a subjective pro because not everyone's gonna have the same scent palette, but I just love fresh smelling things or things that smell just very clean, light, and airy. So if you're also someone who is into those particular kinds of scents, you will love how this smells. I actually look forward to using this just to sniff it because it smells so good to me. Another pro is, as a cleanser, you would hope this is the case, but it's worth mentioning that it does clean your face really, really well. My face always feels truly clean after this. I don't know about you guys, but I've been kind of on a cleanser kick for the past year, trying to find my new daily cleanser. And I just find that a lot of cleansers I've tried feel good when you're lathering it, but the minute you wash it off and dry your face, there's kind of like sticky parts of my face that feel like it didn't really wash that thoroughly and I have to go over it again and like double cleanse. This, pretty much after one cleanse, it just takes everything off and feels really, really clean. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've only ever used this in the morning when I have no makeup on. I have yet to use it as a makeup remover because I was under the impression that it was just a daily cleanser. I literally realized today as I was doing my research and writing my script and notes for this video that it's actually a makeup remover too. I didn't know that. I'm so sorry you guys. I would have tried it out as a makeup remover first before filming this video. But yeah, I just promise you that if you just are looking for a daily cleanser to use in the morning and night, it is perfect for that reason, and because of how clean it does make my face feel, I highly doubt that it doesn't take off makeup. I'm sure it takes off makeup just as good, but I will try it as a makeup remover after I film this video for a couple days, and then I'll write in the comment section pinned below this video how it turned out as a makeup remover cleanser. But in terms of just as like a regular cleanser, it works amazingly. I love it. And another pro is that it does not strip or dry out my skin. I find a lot of cleansers, yes, they're very strong at like removing dirt and oil from your face, but then the sacrifice for that is that it really strips your skin of all of its oils. And I find that like my cheeks, especially, we're in winter right now and I'm in Canada, so it just really like strips all of the oil from my cheeks, and my cheeks feel like they're tearing and they're just like have dry patches and it's just awful. I love that this makes my skin feel even softer after it's cleansed it, which is rare for a cleanser because of course they're literally stripping stuff off of your skin, so normally naturally they would leave it feeling drier, but yeah, it just feels really hydrated, super dewy and clean afterward. And now for the cons of this product. So this is probably just specific to this mini size if you do decide to get it in the mini size, because I do believe that you can purchase a mini size like this. It's not 30 ml, I believe it's like 50, but the thing with this is you have to twist it open and pour the product out, which a lot of it can go to waste whenever products are packaged like this, and it just tends to get really messy around the lid, and yeah, it's just really messy and inconvenient to pour it out. I know this is like a free birthday gift little mini version, but it's worth mentioning that it is a really awkward and messy experience opening this, though I do believe when it comes to the full size, it is a proper pump, which is, oh, thank goodness, because yeah, this packaging style is super inconvenient and just honestly terrible. And honestly, the only other con I can think of at this time is that it is incredibly expensive. It's like $53 for the full size, and honestly guys, I hate how much I love this stuff. So I'm probably going to get it for the next semi-annual sale, and yeah, I just hate how much it costs, but honestly, I can see why it's expensive. It is really good. It does everything that a cleanser is supposed to do. And yeah, what more can I really say about it? So my overall final score of this product is probably about an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. I would highly recommend this to anyone. And yes, I probably will be buying the full size, if that tells you how good it is, so yeah. Next up, we have the Superfood Moisturizer. So starting with the pros, once again, it smells super nice. I believe this is also like using a lot of the kale and stuff that the other one had, because they have a very similar smell. Yeah, just like a very fresh and, I don't know, I keep using the word fresh, but that's the word that comes to mind, like an airy, fresh and healthy, natural kind of smell. I love it personally. So yeah, both of them smell so good. Another pro is that it's not too heavy and not too light. When I first looked at this upon opening it, I thought, okay, oh my goodness, this is gonna be really heavy, which is great for our Canadian winters right now. But to my surprise, it was actually a gel cream. The white color that's like very opaque gives off the impression that it's gonna be like a really thick, super heavy moisturizer that's appropriate for people with like super dry skin. But yeah, to my surprise, it's actually a gel consistency once you get it working, and it's quite watery. That was really shocking to me. And as someone with a combo oily leaning skin type, I was really relieved to see that it's not quite as heavy as it appears. I love when a moisturizer appears creamy but is actually quite gel-like. I find the case with the Glow Recipe Plum Plump moisturizer that I did a review on a little while back. That one is the same in that it looks quite thick, but it's actually quite jelly-like. I think those, for people with my skin type personally, those work the best for us, you guys. If you're also a combo leaning towards oily skin type, I would highly recommend these types of moisturizers, because yeah, they're not too heavy, but not too light. As in the winter months, they do still moisturize your skin. They're not like a completely gel moisturizer where it's basically just like thin water that dissipates. It does tend to moisturize, but it's not so heavy that it breaks you out. Yeah, I just love the consistency. In my opinion, it is like the perfect year-round consistency. And now for the cons of this cream. I don't really like that the packaging is a twist open tub, and I believe with the full size it's the same thing. Obviously it's just taller, but yeah, it's still like a twist open cap, and I just don't really like that, because in the morning when you're in a rush, I don't really like to have to twist something open and then dip my finger in there, which is like, as we all know in the skincare community, it's like a little bit unhygienic. And then when you have all the stuff all over your fingers, you have to then like close it with that same hand. And it's like covered in like greasy cream residue, and just, yeah, I just hate how so many skin creams are in these types of packaging. I really wish more things came with a pump, personally. Also in general, when it comes to the like kale, superfood, youth to the people products, the packaging is not super attractive. Of course, it depends on your preference. If you're into that sort of like earthy, kind of hipster, minimal, healthy look, then there definitely is like a market for people that are into this, and it's definitely not ugly packaging by any means. There's still a lot of design sense that went into this. Even the logo here is very tasteful. It's just not my personal cup of tea. If you follow my channel and you watch my videos, you'll know that I'm such a girly girl. I really do love like pink, pretty, ornate things. Not even necessarily ornate, because even I love like Glossier and Gisou, which are quite minimal, but they're still very cute, very feminine, very pretty. So yeah, if you're into like girly style or like super cutesy pretty things, you might not like the packaging of these. They don't look that pretty on your sink vanity, but like it is what it is. I honestly find when things don't have the cutest packaging, that usually tells me that more of the money went into making the stuff work and making the actual product inside great rather than how pretty it looks. Which is kind of a pro when it comes to something like skincare. You just want it to work, right? And the final con I can think of is, as a Canadian using this in the coldest time of the year, which was February, I found that on certain days when it was like negative 20 degrees, I did find that it just wasn't enough for super cold climate. It definitely did lean towards a more springtime, summertime moisturizer. Maybe not summertime, like spring or fall. Like it definitely does moisturize and leaves my skin feeling super dewy and like really plump. But just my cheeks were like still kind of peeling and really dry even after wearing this all day. So I wouldn't say it's as good as like Skin Fix Barrier Plus or something like that that's like really good for dry skin. So if you're a super dry skin type, I don't know if this would be enough for you, because at the end of the day it is still a gel consistency. But yeah, my overall final score of this product is also an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I see how these are sister products. They really are like twins in my opinion. They go together so well. Using them paired together with each other every morning has been such a delight too, because they really do complement each other and they really do feel like a set. In terms of will I be buying the full size of this? I could take it or leave it. It definitely is really good and I'd be happy to buy it again. At the end of the day, there's so many moisturizers that work really well for me, like Skin Fix Barrier Plus and Glow Recipe Plum Plum. So yeah, like I have a lot of moisturizers that I have to finish because they last a really long time, right? So I probably won't be rushing to repurchase this, but I'll always keep it in the back of my mind as a good one for like spring and fall. I wouldn't be opposed to repurchasing it for sure. And finally, the last product that I want to review for you guys that came in this set was the Superberry Dream Mask. Now this came as a little packet thing, like one of those little one-time use packet things. So unfortunately I don't have it here physically anymore because I have used it up and thrown it out. But I did show it in the unboxing portion of this video. So that one is probably made to just be used like once, but I tried to be really frugal with it and I let it go for at least 4 or 5 uses, but that was like the absolute maximum of how much I could get it to last. I'm sure if you are even more minimal with it, you can make it last up to like over a week, but yeah, I just wanted to use it in a way that it was enough to saturate my skin so that I could properly review it for you guys as well. Like I didn't want to be too minimal with it to the point that I wasn't even really using it and it was so thinly applied that I didn't even have like a thorough experience of how it actually works. So the pros of that product were that it has a really nice consistency. Once again, just like the other products, it has a really nice creamy texture. It definitely felt incredibly rich on the skin. It didn't smell as good as these two if I'm remembering correctly, but it smelled decent. Once again, it had that like vegetable, clean, fresh, natural kind of smell, but just wasn't quite as fresh as the other two products in terms of its smell. Yeah, just overall, it was super nourishing and very moisturizing. And now for the cons of the mask. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, full disclosure, I'm really not a night cream or night mask type of person. I tend to like really bury my face into my pillow. I know there's so many things that say you shouldn't sleep on your face or you shouldn't dig your cheek into the pillow, you should sleep on your back because it's like creates less fine lines and wrinkles, it's better for your skin, and all this kind of beauty advice that tells you you should sleep on your back. Okay, I know, but at the same time, when you're asleep, some of us, unfortunately, it's just out of our control. I really can't control what I do in my sleep, and I've just always been the type of person that like smashes my cheek into my pillow. My hair's a mess. I'm very barbaric when I sleep. It's not graceful or pretty at all. So yeah, that's why I just don't like any kind of like overnight lip mask, face mask, anything like that. Even those like sleeping masks, those literal satin sleep masks that you wear over your head, when I wake up it's off my face. Like nothing about the way that I sleep is graceful or delicate in any way. So just anytime a product is like, wear while you sleep, I'm just like, yeah, no, I can just disregard that. So anytime I get like a night cream or night mask in like a gift set or something, I usually just gift it to a friend or my mom, to be honest, because yeah, I just don't really have a use for them. But for the sake of this review, I thought I should probably try it for you guys. So I don't really like wearing it on my face because I bury my face into my pillow, and when I have a thick night cream on, it tends to break me out like crazy and just get all this yucky cream residue all over my pillow, which then breaks me out even more. And just, yeah, the whole thing is just a nightmare, and I hate night creams. So I decided that if I'm gonna use this, I'm just gonna use it on my eyelids and on my nostrils, because that doesn't like touch the side of my pillow as much because I sleep on my side. So I did it like that. And then the next morning, literally the next morning, I began breaking out around my eyes and my nose. What does that tell you? Like, clearly I just can't wear night creams, or maybe just this night cream. I don't know, guys, but yeah. So I tried it like that for like another night, and the same thing happened again. It was breaking out like crazy. And so I decided, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna wear it to sleep. I'm just gonna wear it when the sun goes down. So around like 8:30 or so after my nightly shower, I was like, I'm just gonna slather it on until I go to bed at around 12. So it's been on for a couple hours, and just see how that feels. You know, so I slathered a bunch of it on the way you're supposed to use it, all over my face. And then until the moment I went to bed, I wore it all night. And then I did it like that the next day as well. So I believe I tried this like 4 or 5 times before it ran out. And honestly, it just, I guess it moisturized, but more than anything else, it just broke me out like crazy. And I hate to be biased, but any product that breaks me out, it just automatically has a low score to me, because I'm just gonna not reach for it if it's giving me pimples, obviously, right? If you have oily skin or even combo like me, I just would not recommend this product to you. So my overall final score of the mask is probably a 6 out of 10. Again, it's a little biased because I personally happen to break out. This may not be the case for you. And even when I tried it on my dry patches of skin on my hand, I found that it was super nourishing. So maybe if you're like a normal to super dry skin type, you might love this stuff, who knows. Now I'm just gonna go over my overall ranking of these products from best to worst. Starting with number 1, the best product in this gift set would have to be, hands down, the cleanser. I always thought that a cleanser wasn't hard to find because at the end of the day, it's supposed to clean your skin like soap, right? But as I mentioned earlier in this video, a lot of them leave residue or don't clean quite as well, or leave your skin feeling peeled and dry. And this does none of that. It smells so good, it works so good. There's just really hard to find any problems with this. It's like almost a perfect product. And once I try it out as a makeup remover, that'll really seal the deal and make it a 10 out of 10. So once again, look forward to my pinned comment very soon for that. And of course, second place goes to the Superfood Moisturizer Cream. This stuff does the job. You can't go wrong with this stuff, I already mentioned, but yeah, I've been using it for about a month and I have really almost 0 complaints, except that when the days are really, really cold, it's maybe not quite powerful enough. But any other day, it's perfect. And finally, once again, a little bit biased, but in last place, we have the mask. It just broke me out. It smells a little bit funky compared to the other ones. Still a tolerable smell, but not quite as good. And yeah, for the full-size version, I do believe it is a twist top jar packaging as well, which again is another con. And just, yeah, I honestly feel like if I ever got the full size of the mask, I would never ever finish it, because even just using that tiny, tiny bit broke me out like crazy. And I never break out on my eyelids, you know, because that's not really an oily place typically. Like at least not nearly as much as your T-zone. So yeah, I broke out like all over my brow bone and my eyelids, and just, it was terrible. So I personally wouldn't recommend this product, especially if you're oily. So that is it for this video, you guys. I truly hope it was helpful to you. Please let me know which of the Sephora birthday gifts this year you are looking most forward to and which one you're thinking of choosing. I certainly hope this video helped you in deciding, and I'd love to know if you guys have tried the other ones, how you're liking them as well. Please give this video a like if it was helpful to you, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as it would truly mean the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!